Hello, how are you all doing? Hope we're all good, hope everything's fine and you're feeling strong, because I've got a couple of nice strenuous exercises to practice today. So we're going to start with press-ups. Now there's lots to talk about with press-ups. Those of you that didn't know Pilates may well have come to do press-ups without thinking about their core. So just be aware of the teaching points as we go through. So we're going to have knees hip width apart, hands nice and wide, so if you're on a mat, just to the outside of the mat, and we're going to make sure our spines aren't doing this. So pull yourself up into the neutral position, and we're going to keep the core muscles braced throughout, and that is the point that I'm going to make. Many people do press-ups. Myself, before I learned Pilates, I was in the gym banging away doing press-ups on my feet, and I was blowing my tummy out. I was letting it pull down. If you just see, look, pulling it down towards the mat. You need to draw it in whilst you're doing press-ups, otherwise you're going to hurt your spine long term. So here we go. Now the nose will go down on an imaginary line between the thumbs. Okay, so not like this, and not too far forward. We want the nose to go down on an imaginary line between the thumbs. So let's get started. So we're going to start with a set of 5. So 1, exhale on the way up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to go down on the count of 5 and up quickly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up quickly. Brace those tummy muscles, they might have already dropped. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Okay, so don't let your spine dip, pull it back up. And then another 5 presses. 1, 2, 3. Get that nose right down to the mat. 4. You want the full range of movement. Now we're going to go down quickly and up on the count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down. Brace those muscles. Don't let gravity pull them down. 3. 4, this will be hitting the spot. 5, and 5 presses. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Way, well done. So a welcome stretch after that is to just sit back into the child's pose position with possibly wide arms and just enjoy that for a moment before we move into my next exercise. For those that don't like my next exercise, you can do this on all fours. So this is the classic thread the needle, where we're on all fours, hands under shoulders, slightly bend the elbow that's supporting, reach under without letting your hips move, and then twist round and up. So we're working the muscles in between the ribs, the intercostal muscles. So inhale under and exhale up. Okay? The version I'm going to try and get many of you to do is to stay on all fours, pop your arm across the mat, and without moving your knee too much, twist round. So you want quite a nice box position under here, look. Twist round, arm up to the ceiling. You're going to inhale under, twist the torso, but don't let your hip drop, and exhale up to the ceiling. Inhale under, exhale up to the ceiling. Now many of you, the more advanced version, will be able to try this. If you instantly feel pain in the supporting leg hip, pop that leg back down again. Okay, but this is a lovely exercise, really strenuous, gets those buttocks working. So inhale under and exhale up. Inhale under and exhale up. Really lengthening your arm up to the ceiling. Look round at that arm if you can. Makes you a bit more unbalanced. Keep the leg parallel with the body if it's lifted. If it's starting to get hard now, pop the leg down. Okay, whichever version suits you. Beginners to Pilates, don't try and do all of the advanced moves. You need to learn the fundamentals of Pilates and become strong before moving on. Wonderful, so let's do one more. And then we'll swap sides. Excellent, so start on all fours, just to position yourself. Pop your arm across the mat, and then without moving this knee too much, so what we don't want, people sliding away like that, okay? Without moving that knee too much, lift. So beginners, keep the leg down, and lots of intermediate will keep the leg down for this. It's hard enough to balance, but the more advanced of you may lift the leg. So inhale under and exhale up. Inhale under and exhale up. Great. Exhale up. Inhale under. Exhale up. Keep the pelvic floor muscle pinched as well. Great. Let's do 3 more. You can do as many of these as you like. I love this one. The feeling of the twist in the ribs, really nice. And there we go. So just one final little sit back on the heels. You might want to just do my motorcyclist round the bend stretch, where we let the buttock drop down and the hip drop out to the side whilst leaning the other way, just to release the hip, the lower back and the buttocks. And there we go. Wonderful, enjoy.